Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 10 Minutes Daily Cafe Chat. I'm your host, Emily, and it is Monday, January 26th.
And I'm Lisa. Good morning, everyone. Emily, it is absolutely freezing out there today.
I know. I could barely feel my face when I was walking to the studio. It is definitely a day for hot coffee and staying indoors.
Totally. I'm clutching my latte like it's a lifeline. So what do we have to talk about while we stay warm?
We have a busy lineup today. First, a massive winter storm is causing havoc for travelers all across the country.
Oh no, not more cancellations.
Unfortunately, yes. Then we will look at TikTok's new ownership structure and how it might completely change the atmosphere of the app.
My TikTok? Changing? We definitely need to talk about that.
And finally, a lucky break for someone in New York, a $2 million lottery ticket sold at a gas station.
2 million? Now that is a story I can get behind.
It's an interesting mix, but before we get into it, let's do our keyword quiz. Today's keyword is vibe shift.
Vibe shift? Like when the music stops at a party and everyone gets awkward?
Something like that, but on a much bigger scale. Think about it, and I'll give you the answer at the end. Let's jump into our first topic. If you are planning to fly anywhere this weekend, you probably already know about the massive winter storm disrupting travel all across the country.
Oh no, not more cancellations.
Unfortunately, yes. Airlines have canceled over 9,000 flights weekend-wide due to snow, ice, and frigid conditions.
9,000? That is a staggering number. Imagine being stuck at the terminal for days.
Exactly. FlightAware reported more than 3,300 flights were scrapped on Saturday alone and nearly 6,000 more on Sunday.
Wow, so Sunday was actually worse? I thought it would start clearing up.
It actually intensified in some regions. Major carriers like Delta and American Airlines were hit the hardest.
Delta usually has it together, though. Did they say why it was so bad for them?
They said the cancellations were necessary to ensure passenger safety, especially in their busy hubs like North Texas.
Texas? I don't usually associate Texas with massive snowstorms.
It was the ice and freezing rain that caused the most trouble there. Dallas-Fort Worth, or DFW, was a major bottleneck.
I heard American Airlines tried to add extra flights to help people out.
They did. They actually added 17 extra flights on Friday and Sunday to shift some of those stranded passengers.
But 17 flights when 9,000 were canceled? That's like a drop in the bucket, right?
It is, but it's something. Most airlines are also issuing travel waivers so people can rebook for free.
Well, that's the bare minimum. If I were stuck, I'd just want a hotel voucher and a warm blanket.
I think thousands of people are feeling exactly the same way right now. Is the storm over yet?
I hope so. I have a friend traveling through Chicago next week.
They should keep checking their app. The frigid conditions aren't going away overnight.
So the message is stay home, stay safe, and don't go to the airport unless you have to.
Exactly. It's not just the flights, the roads are dangerous too.
I'll tell my friend to be careful too. I'll just stay home where it's cozy, thanks.
Moving on to our second story. This one is about the digital world we spend so much time in. TikTok has a new ownership deal in the US.
I remember hearing about a possible ban. Is this the solution to that?
It seems so. To avoid a shutdown, TikTok's US operations are moving to a majority American board of directors.
Okay, that sounds like a standard business move. Why is it big news?
Because of who's on that board, some of the key figures are very close allies of President Trump.
Close allies? So the app might become more political?
That is the big concern. Larry Ellison, the billionaire co-founder of Oracle, is a major player in this new structure.
Wait, Oracle? They do business software, right? What do they know about short-form videos? It's more about the data and the influence.
Ellison is known as a significantly pro-Trump figure.
And people think he'll change the algorithm?
Exactly. Critics are using the term vibe shift to describe this. It basically refers to a significant change in the prevailing cultural mood or atmosphere.
Vibe shift. Hey, that's our keyword from the quiz. So it's like the whole soul of the app is changing?
Spot on. They fear it might move from neutral entertainment to favoring pro-MAGA content or conservative views.
I see. So does that mean my feed won't be just recipes and dance trends anymore?
It might not be that extreme, but subtle changes in what gets promoted can have a huge impact.
Like what happened with Twitter when Elon Musk bought it?
Precisely. The article mentions how X feels totally different now. Critics argue that TikTok might go down the same path and remove disinformation safeguards. But isn't there another side? Maybe people want a change? Supporters argue that it balances the scales. They claim Silicon Valley has been too liberal and censored conservative voices for too long. So it's a battle of the binaries, liberal bias versus conservative bias. You could put it that way. With 200 million American users, the stakes are incredibly high. 200 million? That's more than half the country. It is. It's a massive cultural engine. Whoever controls that engine has a lot of power over public opinion. I just want to watch my cat videos in peace, Emily. Is that too much to ask? Unfortunately, when a platform gets this big, it becomes a political target. I'll be keeping a very close eye on my For You page from now on. Finally, our third topic today is a bit of a feel-good story, unless you're the one who didn't buy the ticket. Oh, is this the gas station lottery story? Yes, a Citgo Food Mart in Pine Island, upstate New York, sold a Mega Millions ticket worth $2 million. $2 million from a gas station? I need to start buying more snacks at Citgo. Maybe. The ticket was for last Friday's drawing. Imagine winning that much money while you're just stopping for some gum or gas. It's life-changing. It really is. But here is the kicker. It was actually a second-place ticket. Second place, and they still got $2 million? Yes, they matched all 5 white balls, but missed the mega ball. Wow, so close to the jackpot. But hey, I'm not crying over $2 million. The standard second-place prize is $1 million, but this player bought the mega player for an extra $1. So that extra $1 literally made them an extra $1 million? Exactly. It doubled their prize. Talk about a great return on investment. That is the smartest single dollar anyone has ever spent. I'd have to agree, but even more interesting, nobody won the grand prize jackpot. No way! So the giant pot is still growing? Yes, the jackpot for the next drawing on Tuesday has climbed to an estimated $266 million. $266 million? I could buy a castle, or maybe just a slightly nicer apartment in New York. Probably several castles, but the odds are pretty tough, about 1 in 302 million. Come on, Emily, why do you have to ruin the dream with math? Just being realistic. But hey, the Citgo winner beat the odds for second place, so it is possible. If I win, I'm taking the whole cafe out for lunch. I'll hold you to that, Emily. Deal. So, how do we wrap up today? So, that covers our stories for this Monday. We had the massive winter storm disruptions, stay warm and stay home if you can. We had the potential vibe shift at TikTok under new ownership. Keep an eye on your feed, people. And our lucky $2 million winner in upstate New York. Citgo, here I come. Now, let's reveal the answer to our keyword quiz. The word was vibe shift. All right, Emily, explain it like I'm 5. A vibe shift is when the prevailing cultural mood or trend changes significantly. So, like when everyone suddenly stops wearing skinny jeans and switches to baggy pants? Exactly. But in our story, it's about the shift from a neutral entertainment mood to a more political one on TikTok. Got it. A change in the feeling of the culture. Precisely. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hit that bell icon. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.